Hello and welcome to the latest episode of, what was it, Popcorn Podcast?
Yes.
Do you think it's going to be weird that we've got this whole discussion of the podcast title, and yet, like, when people actually listen to this, it'll already have a name, and it'll be, like, posted on there. They're like, what do you mean? It's always been the Popcorn Podcast.
Yep.
Spoiler alert, it has not always been the Popcorn Podcast. It was the Question Mark Podcast, if you may recall. All right, so I came up with the topic.
Okay.
Here, let's switch sides so you're closer to the microphone.
Why?
So that people can hear you.
Okay.
Good grief, goodness.
Sorry.
Okay, so top 5 Disney villains.
Oh.
Like, I'm thinking most iconic.
Wait, so not like our favorite?
Or would you rather do favorite?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
let's
don't know
do
what the
your
most iconic one.
favorite Disney villains.
You go first.
Top 5?
Yes.
Okay. Number 5 is probably Scar. Classic, like, great, like, evil, but, like, you love to be a part of his evil. He's got, like, he has a great song. I mean, that's true for an iconic Disney villain. You got to have a good song. I'm trying to think of who else would be a good, like, who are some of the villains? Because, like, a lot of the princess movies don't have, like, the witch in Snow White is, you know, she's okay, but not really iconic. Maybe I'd go Maleficent just because she's had this longevity.
That's number 4? Or?
Number 4, maybe honorable mention.
Okay.
Because when you get into more modern ones, it's not really, like, a lot of good villains. Oh, Gaston. Yes, although I'd probably put Gaston number 3. Not number 4, number 3, because he's a great villain. He's so full of himself.
Yeah.
What other villains?
He's also one of those hidden villains too.
Okay.
Kind of like.
What are some villains I'm missing here?
I mean, like Ursula.
Oh, Ursula.
Jafar.
I'm not a big fan of Jafar. Like, he's okay as a villain.
Yeah.
But he's just kind of sleazy and slimy. And, but whereas, like, Ursula is one that you're like, I don't know, she just has so much presence on the screen.
Yeah.
So I'd put Ursula number 4.
Which one? Old or new?
Old. Original.
Okay.
The
okay.
OG.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 2 and number 1, best villains. I love Mulan, but not an iconic villain.
You don't have to choose an iconic villain.
Well, I mean, not a great villain. Not one that I'm like.
Not like a
what's his name? Hades, great villain.
Oh yeah.
Don't know if he makes. I don't know if he makes the top 5 though.
Well, it's hard too. Is in my opinion, I also think of Meg as a villain from Hercules.
Because she's kind of like a villain turned hero.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what are some of yours while I try to think of some?
Okay. Number 1 is.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Darth Vader.
That's not Disney.
Yes, it is.
That's
Disney owns it.
It's owned by Disney, but it's not Disney.
Okay.
Like that does not count.
Okay.
Has to be true Disney.
All right. Then who else would you mention?
I don't know.
Best villains.
I don't
Any
know.
of mine you disagree with or agree with?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think I'd have to just say mine and see which one it is.
Okay, so what are yours?
I'm not sure. Okay. Are you gonna?
Oh yeah, you want to hold this again?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so my number 1 is obviously Scar.
Scar, because you love Scar's song.
Always my favorite.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Ursula.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of hard to choose between Ursulas because there are parts of new Ursula I love, parts of old Ursula I love. So just, I don't know which Ursula, just Ursula in general.
Okay. Just the character of Ursula.
Yes.
I got it.
Wait. I'm trying to, yeah, because it is hard.
What about,
go.
okay, so what's his name?
Oh, wait, I know.
Okay.
Number 3 is Mother Gothel.
Oh.
Forgot about her. Mother Gothel is 3.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then,
Mother knows best. Listen to your, yeah.
and then 4 is Gaston.
Okay. I put Mother Gothel on my list.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm trying to think of what movies, because like, what's his name? The guy from Pocahontas, John Rolfe.
I haven't seen Pocahontas in forever. So
I don't remember, but he's meh as a villain. Another good one, like another like truly evil one. The guy in, I can't remember his name, but in Hunchback of Notre Dame,
Oh,
the
yes.
villain in that one, he's pure like evil.
Well-
Although he's not one that you like.
Yeah.
Like Scar's evil, but he's also kind of got that like swagger.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if we're going off pure evil, then Hans from Frozen.
yeah, he's just a jerk. Like he's just a selfish,
Yeah.
manipulative punk.
Yeah.
What about Sid
Sid.
from Toy Story?
Oh, yeah. That's Pixar. That's not Disney.
Pixar is Disney. It's owned by Disney.
It has to be
Fine.
pure Disney.
Fine, pure Disney. Okay. All right, then. Well, okay, so Tangled's not. What about? Okay. What about Nefiti?
Which is that one? Oh,
Moana.
Moana, yeah.
Because she's
I don't
not
know.
truly
Again, in
evil.
that movie, I see Maui as more of the evil one. Than,
Okay.
Because the whole reason this happened is because of Maui, and he refuses to help at the beginning.
Okay.
He only helps so he can get something in return. He's like greedy and selfish.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going in order of movies because like Lady and
Yeah.
the Tramp doesn't really have a good villain.
No.
You know, Fox and
Yeah.
the Hound, not a. I mean, I guess the guy is kind of a
Yeah,
villain,
but
but
I don't know. Like, I guess, let's just talk about villains because I don't know my other ones. I'm
okay.
trying to think about some other villains. that are-
So what are some other villains? So if we expand it out to villains just in general,
Yeah.
the absolute greatest villain makes you hate her so much. Let me see if you agree.
Okay.
The most evil, greatest villain of all time.
I think I know
It's-
what you're gonna say.
What?
Dolores Umbridge.
Dolores Umbridge.
Yep. Oh, I 100% agree.
In fact, I hate her more than I hate Voldemort. Like,
Oh, I would too. She's like naturally a horrible person.
but the thing is I like her character because she is like everything I dislike about her. I like her as a character, like the way she's written as a character,
Yeah.
because like it's very well done to make you dislike her.
Yeah.
Dolores Umbridge.
Oh.
Ugh.
I'm trying to think about some other villains that are like just like awful.
What about more subtle villains, like in like Sharpay? Would you call her a villain?
I call her a villain. I mean, she's mean and self-absorbed. But I don't know. I wouldn't really call her a villain because she doesn't really do anything like, oh, I guess she kind of does. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't really consider her a villain.
What about, well, I guess,
I would consider, I know a villain.
okay.
Ian Hawke from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Okay.
I hate him. He was trying to take the chipmunks. and the
Yeah, multiple
chipmunks.
times.
Yes.
Multiple
Yes.
movies. We need to go back and watch those again.
I know. I love this show.
Man, you were obsessed.
Oh yeah, I still am.
When you were
I
little.
love those.
Although that was one of the few soundtracks that I didn't mind listening to over and over because like it had decent songs on it.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking. Kennedy was in her house. So we just turned around.
You were spying.
Yes, I was.
And now we've got auditory evidence that you were spying.
It was either Kennedy or her mom. I think it
Oh, okay. Raisin, do you see your bestie outside? No,
No, that's not.
she's not out there.
Oh, there are some dogs coming to see us.
Okay, here, hold this. I'm gonna get her buzzy buzz.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think of other villains that would be like,
I know.
because like all the ones I keep thinking of are like they start out as villains, but then they become good guys. Because like even
Yeah.
in like Descendants 2, you've got Uma, but then she becomes good.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
No reason. And so like, nope. Oh, nope. See, they're better behaved than you are, Raisin.
Yeah, gosh.
I feel like we're gonna look back on this and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we forgot about that
I
one.
know. It's hard. But it's like so hard to think that it's top of your head. It's weird because my villains are like my favorite characters.
See, maybe we need to plan this better next time. I'll tell you a topic, and then we can plan and make a list.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like that'll do us both some good. Is having a plan.
Yes, we'll be better prepared.
I know another villain.
Okay, who's the next villain? Are
I
you
don't
pointing
know
to
if
the
you'll
sky?
remember this. I mean, he is. I can't give any spoilers. No spoilers.
Okay.
But JD from Heathers.
Oh,
Do
I
you
don't-
even remember him?
I only watched like 20 minutes of
should have
that.
watched all of it.
It was so. I
Okay.
wasn't a fan.
Well, he's another villain that I absolutely hate.
But you're gonna put him as the villain over the Heathers?
Yes. The Heathers are mean, but it seems like Sharpay. They never, like, did anything villainy,
Okay.
I guess. Like, it's not like they ever killed anybody, which he killed multiple people.
What?
Yes.
Oh, maybe I should have gotten to the end of it.
Yes, you should have.
Oh, who does he kill?
The entire school.
What?
The entire school. You know that song, Meant to Be Yours?
Yeah.
That's him talking about blowing up the school, talking
Oh.
about how he wants her to, or Veronica, to write a suicide note from the entire school. And then he blows it up
Whoa.
and kills everybody.
Did not see that coming.
Well, kind of. He kills everybody who didn't leave in time. Veronica ended up becoming good and went and like said, "Everybody get out! The thing's gonna
Oh,
blow."
okay.
But whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that does sound pretty villainous.
Yeah. I don't.
See, but like, and your villains, like your era of villains are different than mine too. Because like, I can think of a lot of ones. Now, here's my question:
Yes.
would you consider like Freddy and Jason and Michael Myers? Would you consider them like your classic villain, or do they have their own category?
I think they have their own category.
Okay.
I feel like horror is kind of its own category.
I mean, because like Freddy Krueger is probably the most fun villain.
Yeah.
If he's a villain. Mm-hmm. Although you haven't seen any of those movies, so
I haven't. I want to.
yeah,
I
not
can't.
quite there yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is quite the spinoff from starting out with Disney villains.
I know.
What about let's see, who's the villain in Lightning McQueen in Cars?
I haven't seen Cars
Yeah.
since I was like 4, so I
Man,
have
I feel
no
so
clue.
old.
Yeah. You good?
I'm good. Just tripped over
Well,
my
what
feet.
about? Oh, I know. What about? Would you consider Aaron Burr a villain?
Yeah, no,
So, I mean, to be fair, if you considered Aaron Burr a villain, that means you would
because Alexander Hamilton.
also you could also consider Philip or Alexander Hamilton's son a villain too.
I don't know if I'd call Aaron Burr a villain any more than I would call Alexander Hamilton a villain.
Yeah, that's
Because he
true.
didn't make
I feel
the
like,
best
honestly though,
choices either.
if there were to be any villain from that movie, anybody being a villain, it
King
would
George?
it'd be Alexander Hamilton.
Alexander. I was gonna
Because-
say, why not King George?
I don't know, because King George was just a king protecting his country.
No, he wasn't.
Well, I don't know. Wasn't as bad. I mean, it wasn't as bad as Alexander Hamilton, because Hamilton, he not only did he write notes to his wife's sister I feel like I've also heard somewhere that, he slept with another girl.
Yes.
He secretly dated another girl and didn't stop and was willing to pay money and keep it a secret.
That is true.
Yeah. He
Factually correct.
he sent his son out to kill somebody. And he almost killed somebody else. I think he was the main villain. Something
See,
that's
this
really
is where I
hard
need
though.
Oliver here.
Why?
Because the Iceland hockey team in the Mighty Ducks, D2,
Gosh.
super big villains. Actually, the coach, the team, like some of the team members end up being okay.
Oh,
but-
for sure. Oh, that reminds me of another villain.
Who?
Abby Lee Miller from Dance Moms. She is the most no, not the most villain.
That's not really fair.
There
Like,
are
she's a
other
real
people-
person.
But on the show, she's a villain. She's not actually that
Okay.
mean in real life.
Raisin, no, don't chase the bunny.
It's on the show, she is a villain.
All
She
right.
literally tells people. There was one episode where this one girl was literally throwing up, and
Oh,
Abby
yeah,
Lee
I remember that.
Miller made her dance. Anyways, well, I didn't see it. It said, oh, da 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 da, like is sick, but Abby is still making her dance.
All right. Well, on that note, in the latest episode of Popcorn Podcast, you need like a catchphrase to sign out with.
Yeah,
Like, keep watching
guys.
and enjoy. Be kind and rewind.
Bye.
Bye.